Hey guys, me, Jonathan Graham here. I've designed a new origami. This is a stellated octahedron shaped gift box. It opens up and it's a box, as you can see. This is from 2 square sheets of paper. These are 6-inch squares. Here's one from 12-inch squares. I can't even get it in frame. And here's one from 2 squares, 8.5-inch squares, basically from printer paper. So we're going to make that. We're going to use the 6-inch squares. I have 2 of them here. Same size. You want the same size. We're going to divide this into thirds. First, it doesn't matter which side's up for the first part. First, we're going to make the bottom of the box, the base. Then we're going to make the lid. So we'll divide this into thirds. Just like that. Just like that. And then we're going to have the white side up and we're going to fold the thirds over. Unfold. We're going to fold diagonally in half in both directions. And now we're going to fold the thirds the other way. And this makes it easier because you can see these where the diagonals meet the verticals. That is a third. So you just fold it up and fold it down. We've divided our paper into thirds both ways. Now we're going to flip it colored side up and we're going to fold in half horizontally and vertically. Just like that. Now we're going to take the edge here and fold it to the third. So we're basically folding in a sixth. So here's 1/6 on that side, folding into the third mark. Creases sharply because this is going to make the nice box shape. So we're folding in basically a sixth. See, we're folding it to the mountain fold there. Now we're going to flip this back to the white side, and you can see you basically have a 6x6 grid of creases. We're going to take this diagonal folds here. We're going to take this corner and bring it to this section here. So basically, and fold it all the way through. Basically, you have 4. This is 1/3 right here. So basically to there. Unfold and now fold this to the crease we just made. Repeat on the other 3 corners. Fold it up to here. Unfold, fold this corner to the crease, and unfold. Repeat on the other 2 sides. You can actually see the crease there where you're going to be folding to. There. Fold to there. And this is pretty much going to be this is the pre-creasing of the origami box. And fold that corner. Now we're going to basically make a box shape. So we're going to kind of reverse the ends here, just the ends, and the diagonals. And we're going to bring these together. So we're basically making a cube shape. And we're going to fold this flap on the existing crease down, and then fold it over so the flap is sort of trapped behind this triangle. We're going to repeat that on the other 3 sides. So we take it like this. It should almost fold on itself. Fold down on the crease and back. And the next one, down to the right, and then the last one, fold in, bring it down, and fold to the right. Now we basically have a cube shape. Now to make this into the ball, we're going to make sure these are all to the right, and you're just going to push on these creases and it'll pop into shape. So here is the valley fold there. You're just going to kind of shape it. You're going to take this next bottom part. It's actually easier if we push all these in. And then just indent the sides. And it'll shape our little box here. Our stellated octahedron box. So there's the base of our box. And you kind of want the side to kind of be like a star shape from the top, the opening. Now we make the base. We're going to put that aside. We're now going to make the lid. For the lid, we're going to start basically the same. We're going to divide it into thirds using this method. And so we're basically going to fold it the same way. But there will be differences. Now again, the white side up, we're going to fold it exactly into thirds the best we can. Unfold, we're going to fold it diagonally in half both directions. This will make it a bit easier to fold the other thirds to make them even. Fold up to where the diagonals meet the thirds, the vertical thirds. And that allows us to divide our paper into a 3x3 grid. Now we're going to do kind of like the beginning on the base. We're going to flip it to the colored side, and we're going to fold in half horizontally and vertically. Now, this is where it's different. I'm going to turn it back to the white side this time. Instead of like on the base where we folded these into here, the 6, we're going to be differently. Turn it back to the white side, now fold it into the 6 then, and leave it folded. So you can see there's our third there. Here, fold this in, and you want it to go this, so they do one at a time. See the flap there. Turn it into the middle, and the last one, fold it to the third mark, so we're folding in 1/6 all around, so you should have this square. Now we have to make sure, see these flaps are all go in this one direction. We're going to make this go the same direction. We're going to unfold here, just fold this in. Now all 4 flaps are going the same direction. Now we're going to do what's called a blintz fold. We're going to take the corners and fold them to the center. Now actually, before we do the blintz fold, I'm going to just reinforce the creases on the colored areas there a bit. Take this point, fold it to the center and crease very sharply. Repeat on the other 3 corners. So what we have here is what's called a blintz fold. Now we're going to unfold the 4 corners of the blintz, and now comes sort of a tricky step. We're going to now form the lid of our box. You can see where this flap is. This is the part we're going to be looking at. If we turn it to this side, you can see on the left side there's this triangle, because you wanted the flap to be here, and there's a crease. You're going to basically lift this flap up from the bottom, fold that triangle on the existing creases like this, in half essentially. So from inside it looks like this. And just put the flap back in and reinforce your creases. It's like that. It's not going to be flat anymore. Now it's going to start becoming 3D. So unfold, there is our triangle here. Push in, under the flap, push the flap down, and just crease really well, really sharply. Allow this to sort of start taking shape. The next one, open it up. You can see here, triangle. Fold it under the flap. And fold the flap back inside. And crease really well on this side in particular, and in here. And the last one, there's our triangle. Open it up. Push it in. Fold the flap over. And crease here, so then we get a nice crease in here. And just shape this a bit. And that's pretty much it for the lid, actually. Now, to put the lid on the box, you just take your box, and you can see these sort of compress a bit. You just line up the triangles to these triangles. This compresses a bit, and just slide it in. Slide it in place. There we go. And that one didn't turn out perfectly, but if you really take your time folding it exactly correct, then your box should turn out a bit better, maybe something like this here. So that is the Stellated Octahedron gift box. It was a little bit of a tricky one, but it's not that hard to do. Hope you're able to make that one. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.